Guys, nah, I hate to really get ahead of myself and everything, but we might be back up. We might just be back up out of the mud. I don't want to speak too soon. Don't want to say too much because the bid has only just come in. It's a matter of minutes, but we might be back up.
You know we're not live, yeah?
We just might. We wouldn't. I know you nearly fucked me over there, that dickhead. But yeah, we're here. We're live. Big up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. We're going to be reviewing everything surrounding the Chelsea-Newcastle game. We're going to be going to transfer news as well. But what a place to start. What a place to start. Chelsea have just had a 2.7 billion bid placed on their head by the Saudi media group. We are going to delve into that for the start of the stream. And we just might be back. After all the shit talking, all the slander, everyone queuing up to dance on our graves, you might just be back with an even deeper cash injection. Please, this would be the greatest timeline. The timeline to end all timelines. But we will have to wait and see. Who knows if the government will allow it? Who knows if the bid will go through? It is still early days, but no reason not to at least go into the day with a bit of a smile on our faces. We did get the win against Newcastle, even if the performance wasn't all-round great, as it usually is. We got the win, and now, potentially, we could end up richer than we ever were before. It is what it is. And yes, you're damn right. We're shaking everything for the Saudis. I don't give a fuck. Newcastle can get away with it. We can get away with it. I don't give a shit if we can get away with it, obviously. I don't care. Every owner's corrupt anyway, so you might as well join the list. But pick up everyone that's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. And yeah, let's just get into the stream, people. Chris, what are you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, I'm all happy, like what you just said, it's great news. If it's all true and happens and, comes into place, Chelsea are going nowhere with continue winning trophies and everything. So, yeah, all good, and Newcastle got a win. So, all happy about that. So, yeah.
Love to hear it. Fata as well, my guy. What are you telling me?
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Big up, everyone, yeah.
Wow.
I hope I said it correctly. I said it correctly.
Yeah, go on.
Is it walaikum salam?
Yeah.
Malaikum salam.
I thought I butchered that. Thank God. Thank God.
You're supposed to answer. No, you're supposed to answer.
You're supposed to answer that. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so that was the correct answer. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Happy. But yeah, big up yourself, man. What are you saying?
We all good, man. We all good. Yesterday sitting with Johnny. Privileged to sit with Johnny, I think it's I know Andrew's kind of hating when he's seen Sky Sport News,
No, I'm just worried.
Sorry, Andrew. I'll give him my seat, innit? I'll give him my seat.
Worried for your health.
Sit in the front row.
You already said you had
It's what it is, man.
Oh, what? You weren't at the game? Yeah, I saw you after the game, didn't I? Shit.
I was because my seat beside me empty. So you know what? Let Johnny have my seat.
Aye, fair enough. Even though we barely saw any action down our end in the second half, but it is what it is. Josh, what are you telling me, bro? How's the weekend been?
Yeah, no, it was good, man. Yeah, like Father said, assalamu alaikum out there. Hopefully we get this done. Yeah, I mean, I think after watching everyone's match reviews yesterday, I just had a different view of the game. I thought it was, listen, Newcastle haven't lost in 9 games. I thought, and they played defensively the whole time. I thought we played pretty well. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a huge 3 points. You saw at the end of the game, the reaction from the gaffer, how important that was. So yeah, it was fun. It was exciting. It was one of those games that Chelsea haven't had in a while where we still win at the death kind of thing. And yeah, I was excited. It'd be interesting to talk about.
Definitely. It's still very early days of the Saudi bid, so we don't really know what too much to expect from it. But I would say be excited. Be a little bit excited, because we haven't had a lot to be excited about in the last week.
Yeah,
might as well. Andrew, my guy, what are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, man. Less said about the game yesterday, the better. Brilliant from Kai Havertz. That's all that needs to be said, really. And Jorginho pass. But yeah, man, if the Saudi thing is true, I don't know if people are correct in the chat. I've seen a few people say the family's worth like 1.4 trillion or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not.
No.
But, I will I will be optimistically cautious until everything is confirmed. I am not going to dance yet. That's all. But
Oh, I don't want to see you dance. That's something that
hey,
I don't want to see.
I've
pay
seen it
£100,
before. It's great. You're missing out. You're missing out.
£100 to get it done. That's what it is.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Oh my God, there's the earthquake. What's the move called? Earthquake.
I don't know. You get to see his great moves. That's what I know.
But yeah, okay.
Right, and last but definitely not least, Alex, what are you telling me, bro? You all good?
I'm good. I just found out that apparently I need to start to learn Arabic
Yes.
language, which is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool things to do actually, because the way the world is growing and the way the oil is moving. Like people used to say, we need to learn Chinese in the United States because China owns us. If we owned by Saudis, maybe we should learn Arabic. There's the funniest thing happened on I don't know if it's after the game or before the game. Apparently, the director from Newcastle was walking with a bodyguard, and somebody from the crowd yelled at her, "You wish you bought the Chelsea."
Yeah, I did see that.
Which
Timing
is
was a little bit iffy
hilarious.
for
Which
them,
is
but-
hilarious.
Again,
But-
if we get the Saudi media company, then it's all cool. The only thing I'm seeing is there's a few people saying, if they were to be taken over, but they're not owned by the government, would the government allow them to be a better club than Chelsea, or would they try to use them as potentially a feeder club? But I don't know if that's people just looking too deep into the situation or not, because they're
Look,
trying to say it's a more authoritarian regime. So would they
Do you
allow a
think-
citizen to
Do you
hold a
think
club
EPL?
that's richer?
Do you think EPL will let to be one team league then?
A one-team league?
Yeah,
Oh.
that what technically will be meaning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Newcastle.
Oh, what if
is-
Newcastle were after
Yeah.
a few years they just be like the Bayern
yeah,
Munich
it's
of
still
this league?
FFP, man. It's not like we can. Anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like we're already arguing who we can. One thing, people they're like, "Hello, I have a great day." It's 11 o'clock, not 10 o'clock. It's a time difference. That's what
Yeah,
I
we had a
meant
time
when
change.
you send me.
Oh, that okay. Now it makes
That's
So
why I
I was
text you
here
that,
an
Leroy.
hour earlier, and I
Yeah.
was on the chat waiting. We're like, what the fuck? Why is Lewis?
Yeah,
not
because
sending
I said I was gonna do it an hour earlier for you guys. I
Yeah, but
completely
anyway,
forgot.
that
Yeah,
doesn't.
my bad.
First of all, if the final says Boris Johnson and all that, they can turn down the bids. They can't. Government can't turn it. It's not to the government. They can't veto. It's a legal process. It doesn't matter who applies the bids or not. How is it gonna look, for example, if we approve for Newcastle and now we're gonna say on the higher ground and say, oh no, this is too corrupt. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be shown how inappropriately government runs. So they can't deny it based on that. Based on the money, that's a fair play. Who's gonna come up with the 2.7 or even 3 billions? Everybody knows when the Middle East people comes in with the money, they blow Europeans out of the water with the bids and stuff. I really don't care. I want to be the short. I want it to be done so we can move on and make plans ahead. It doesn't matter who buys a club. I really don't care. I wish it's somebody worth more than 5 bills. Then that's Swiss Army knife because he's poor as billionaire. Or candy guy, he needs to sell more candy to buy Chelsea. I know he's a proper Chelsea and everything. He can go around with those Saudis. He can
Speaking
join
of
them.
proper Chelsea, I think I found the Google Translate in Arabic for proper Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna need to
I'm
turn that
willing
up
to
a
be
little bit.
proven wrong. I'm willing to be proven wrong. That's what it says on Google. So start learning that, boys. You proper Chelsea lot. That you like it, yeah? I'm willing to be proven wrong. Yeah.
1.7 trillion.
you
You know,
I
I'm
thought you
really
gonna
trying
give-
not to get ahead of myself.
I thought you said the proper Chelsea, and I thought we're gonna go to conversation that we had before the stream. We joined the stream. Well, fuck
No.
it.
You know, not that
By the
one.
way, there's a high hope for everybody, including Lewis. if we get by. Because look, since do you think since the what's his name? I'm just gonna run agenda over here for a little bit. What do you think if Christensen signed the contract already? Like people saying Christensen already had the medical and signed a contract with what if the new owners comes in and said, yeah, we can match that now. We can match that contract ambitions if you stay.
Yeah, I'm more thinking, Alex.
Or maybe they just give him 500k a week and just say stay.
Yeah, like
Never know.
we said, and
Never
all
know.
of a sudden Salah becomes available.
That's what I'm just saying.
Aye,
First-
Saudi statement signing. Let's go. Let's go.
Unveiling.
Man's here for it.
Suddenly Harvey's not going to
I'm
Man
not
City.
saying it will happen, but is it too late because he already had medical at Barcelona? He already had it.
Alex, suddenly Harvey's
And don't
not
forget
going
a verbal
Haaland's not going to
agreement.
City.
Verb-
Suddenly not going to City.
he verbally deny if he'll
Right.
match.
Don't get me gassed, but we could have the remontada to end all remontadas. You never know.
Well,
We might have to
I'm
delete
he-
the funeral
I'm
stream.
I did read-
I'm here for your help, Lewis. I'm here for.
I did read a report that
Any
Why do-
help, man, is peak.
Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
No, I did read a report that all the groups that are interested in purchasing Chelsea did reach out to Rudiger's people and say, hey, one of our first things is to re-sign him. So Christensen, I'm not sure. I don't know if that door is closed or not, but it sounds like at least Rudiger, they're in talks with his people to say, hey, pump the brakes. One of our first things of business when we take over is to make sure we take care of him. So there
A
could
lot
be
of them are saying
could be
that
some truth
re-signing Rudiger is a massive part of what their opening ambitions are going to be with the club.
yeah, should be should be.
Something I was gonna ask. Something I was gonna. Go ahead. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Big up Fraser saying Boris Johnson is going to Saudi Arabia himself for oil, so why would they block it? Fair enough. I'm gonna take any optimism at this point. I'm here for it. We've had so
Yeah.
much bullshit and negativity. Bring the positivity forward, bro. We're
Yeah,
here
but
for it. Big up.
They don't
Frosted
even
Neck
answer
as well,
Biden's
my
phone
guy.
calls over there.
That's a big shame, but yeah, that's not really my forte.
Yeah,
So
in regards to AP as
that's
well,
what I
he
was gonna say.
was very good yesterday.
That's what I was gonna say. If people like running on my agenda of Christensen is a good defender, my agenda. Did anybody see how Chalaba played yesterday?
Yes.
Listen, I thought he was good, man.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought he was all right. I'm not gonna say he was poor. I'm not gonna say he was
He
great.
could
I
have
thought he
cost
was
us a
all right.
point.
I
But
can't lie.
Yeah.
Penalty.
Alex-
That's 100% penalty.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
I
But
think
the
God
defending
VAR never turned
itself-
up against us.
But
Let's
the
go.
defending itself was shocking.
Yeah,
I
he
miss
was
Thiago Silva
holding.
at the
He was
back, man.
doing
we
two
need the
stand
leader at the
tackles.
back. That's the problem.
And you,
Can I
if
just
you
say, though,
think, if people, and
AC
the
and
people-
Rudiger in a back four. Just want to say.
Well,
and
we
the
still have
people-
Silva,
and
you know.
what I was trying to say is
What
the
was that?
people that saying that Christensen almost as good as Chalaba is almost as good as Christensen. Just think of that yesterday's game for the past 3 games, literally past 3 games, you're gonna see every game next season. Exactly.
What are you doing?
I'm just drinking, man. I'm just drinking.
Andrew, you might be
Yeah.
in the mud though. If AC
What?
signs.
I'm
Why
just
is he in the
drinking,
mud?
man. I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm just enjoying my
I
coffee.
just back.
Like,
people
it tastes
I
nice.
just back people who are loyal to
My
Chelsea.
coffee is water.
Unlike Christensen, he's not.
What do you
loyal
mean
to
water?
Chelsea.
Actually, you can't lower this.
Caliber's
Thing. Nah,
loyal
it's
to
not water,
Chelsea.
dickhead.
Caliber's loyal to Chelsea, unlike Christensen. So
Aye,
that
my
was
guy
his-
is
that
loyal.
was
He's
his
been here
fir-
for 10 years and witnessed
Yeah.
2 Champions League wins.
He is.
shut up, 2 Champions League wins.
What year did he come in? He came in January
that's
2012. So I don't want to
That
hear
is
it.
exactly.
The AC era brought European pedigree, 2 Champions Leagues, 2
Playing for the
Europa League.
U16.
Where
Club
was he?
World
Where
Cup.
was he? Can you tell
I
me?
Man, I
think
wanna
you'd be
hear it.
pedigree chump.
No,
That's
what I'm
saying now.
what I'm asking people, just
You are
what I'm
prick.
asking people, just think about it. Left side, what's his name?
Sorry.
Chile,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Chile, Rudiger, and James. Who is the best we have right now, and who we can buy that will slid right in from the game 1 next season?
Kunde.
And he's gonna start immediately playing like crazy in the Premier League.
Marquinhos.
No.
Probably.
It'll take time. It'll take
Probably.
time.
Only
Marquinhos
one I will think
was
is Marquinhos.
shocking against Real, man. He was
I
terrible.
know he was, but
Yeah. No,
But-
he's a
One
good.
game,
He's a
innit?
very good defender. He's a very good defender.
But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if
yeah,
how old is Christensen? 25, 26?
25, yeah,
25.
Yeah.
He's 25 at this age. He's 25 and he was already that good and he won pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Just invest the money in both of them, Rudiger and Christensen.
But by
That's
all
all I'm
reports,
saying.
by all reports, it's
And
not
sign Kundi. Sign Kundi too. I'm not saying don't sign Kundi. I'm saying sign Kundi, but let him go in with Chalobah.
But Alex, by all reports, it's not a money thing. With Christensen.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll send him
I mean,
personal oil ring.
Chelsea fans want him to stay, but I think reality we know he's like leaving and
Personally, if Aspie leaves, we should offer him the armband. Maybe it'll be enough to make him stay. Maybe.
Shut up, Lewis. The only other guy
Listen, I'm never gonna give the guy.
Hold on a second.
I'm never gonna give him credit again. All right, Lewis just runs. I'd give him a little bit of credit from
Do
the
you
game.
want me
and
to
Lewis
send
fucking
you
runs it.
a picture with Christensen with Premier League trophy?
Oh
have it,
shit! I forgot to put what's his name. Who played up front? Was it Dwight Gale? I forgot to put the Newcastle team in the penitentiary. But
It was I think it was Murphy or
You
Murray.
put Dan
That
Burn in there. You put Dan Burn in there.
Oh yeah. Dan Burn could
Yeah.
roll in there. Yeah,
Dickhead.
definitely. Big up Sasuke, who says no matter which owner comes in, I want them to back Thomas Tuchel and give him the time and the players to develop the squad. He's the best thing we got. All depends on the owner, and it all depends on the amount that they can put into the club. But if it is the Saudi owners, this money's spare change to them. They'll be like, oh, what, you need 150 mil? There you go. Oh, you need how much? 300k a week to re-sign these players. There you go. Just literally pull it out of their back pocket and just give it straight to Tuchel. So, not worried, but it depends on the owners, innit? We can't get too ahead of ourselves. Not yet.
Look. What I'm,
Yeah, go away.
what I'm not. We're just speculating. Literally, we're just speculating about Christensen. He probably won't stay or would stay. I don't know, but just think about it. Just think about it. With only 1 year left, with what's his name? With Thiago, Christensen, if he signs, he can play next season on the right and slide in on the left when Thiago leaves and stay in the center because he's actually better in the center.
Yeah.
Then
clarify.
Kundi could stay on the right with one season behind his behind his belt.
Let me clarify. All Chelsea fans should want Christensen to stay. I banter, and that's just to wind up. Lewis.
Yeah.
He still
It's,
falls for it.
look,
I don't know why he still falls for it.
Congratulations, bro. You just got the big screen.
right.
No, but
It's
we
just
should want-
speak
we should
your
want
noise.
Christensen we should want Christensen to stay. I don't mind.
yeah.
we
No,
should.
I
want
agree.
him to
Like
stay, but
Yeah.
you know, if he doesn't, will this takeover happen in enough time for him to? Are we now saying to Christensen? Hopefully, someone's saying to Christensen, "Don't sign anything. Don't sign anything at this moment in time. You don't need to sign anything." You
Yeah,
could have-
you can
Maybe he's
hold
just posturing for more money.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah.
know. Why do you think it's just a verbal agreement and there's not a pre-contract agreement?
Remember, he hasn't
Could
signed
just
it.
be a
because
bit of
there's no
verbal.
such a
He's
thing
not
as
signed anything.
there's no such a thing as pre-agreement.
right.
No, there
there
is.
is.
There
There
already
definitely is.
There is.
Well,
There genuinely is.
that they can. that they talked about it, but yeah,
Here-
definitely
here's the
not
thing.
medical.
Here's the thing with me, like I'd prefer Rudiger. I think Rudiger's a top 3 defender in the world. I'd prefer him first, but AC's a top 5 defender. Like there's no, it's not like
Josh,
it's not
multitask. Do both.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Do
listen.
both.
If it's not
Yeah.
about money, if it's not about money with him, if he just wants another challenge, then there's nothing you can do about it. Like if he just wants, if he just wants to go,
Just tell him you're
then
gonna name the Christensen oil rig in Saudi and somewhere in the Saudi. We will name
Tell him
the-
if he wants a new challenge, give him the armband and say, do it all again as captain.
Okay,
Leader, then.
Wait, I got this. How many hotels do these guys own? I just
Well,
wanna
they
know
will
how
have
many
2 at least
hotels.
if they get
It's like
the
giving
bridge.
hotels to these guys.
Christensen Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can rename the Copform Hotel to that. We'll just call it the Christensen
Danish
Hotel.
Maldini. Call it the Danish Maldini Hotel.
Danish Maldini and fucking
I
AC
think we can
Hotel.
actually buy him a toy, a real live toy Maldini for
Yeah.
Christensen.
Like hire him. To follow.
You don't need a
Hire him.
toy Maldini. He basically is. He's just a regen. It is what it is. But yeah, we will continue to check out updates on this. So it will be a matter of seeing how everything pops up on a day-by-day basis. But if it is the Saudis, I'm telling every single Chelsea fan out there who's watching this stream, after all the bullshit that we have dealt with from rival fans over the last 2 weeks, I don't even want you lot to be shameless. I want you lot to be pricks. I want unbearable Chelsea fans. After all the shit that we've been getting over the last, everyone's saying we're dead and buried. We're going down to League
shameless.
2.
I'm
We're
gonna
going to
go
be
so
liquidated.
shameless,
If
like-
we come back stronger, if we come back with an even deeper cash injection, if we go from 4 billion to 1.7 trillion, I want you rubbing it into everybody's face imaginable. I want pricks. I want absolute pricks from this fan base. I want us to be unbearable. They thought we were buried and they could dance on our graves. We're going to dance on their graves harder.
Lewis,
Harder.
Yeah, Nico James.
Lewis,
Nico
Fat, are you
James.
there?
Can you
Fat,
imagine Eagle's face?
Yeah,
if we-
yeah, yeah.
Bro,
But
I want us to be everywhere.
It's a good thing
Everywhere.
he
Telling them
It's a
to
good thing he
hold
shaved
that.
his head because he'd be
Hold
bald
that.
naturally
You
when that
thought we
news
were
drops.
gone.
Fat,
You
put
thought we
yourself
were
on
dead.
camera.
No
Put yourself on
chance.
camera. Fat,
Yeah.
Put yourself on camera. Turn your camera on. If we get bought by Saudis, be shameless. Will you dress like one to one of the games?
I'll do it with you, Fata. Fata, I'll do it with you. I've got the outfit ready. I've got the outfit ready for you.
I'm gonna check Amazon now. Check on the prices. Yeah.
Telling you guys, villain arc. Yes, and if we are influencers, if they really call us influencers, I don't like the name. I want to influence one thing. If we get Saudi owners, be pricks. Be shameless, be dickheads, be everything you can be and more, because they were going to be just as harsh on us. If we were going down, they weren't going to give us any sympathy. They weren't going to give us any tears. They were going to be laughing in our faces while we went down. So if we come back stronger, come back with even stronger energy. If we are influencers, let me influence you on just that and nothing more. Be shameless. Be 100% shameless.
We'll get our pies back, Fato. We'll get our pies
Yes,
back.
yes, more pies.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, like pies are the reason, man. Pies is the reason.
We'll get we stop those. We stop that.
I want to stop that reporter that said that Chelsea high ground. I wanted that that reporter.
Bro,
that
the
said,
reporters were arseholes yesterday. The amount of cameras and fucking media companies outside the bridge just waiting for a Chelsea fan to make a mistake yesterday was embarrassing. And also, again, all the articles you see coming out. Chelsea were getting slandered because Reece James was on their
By the way,
program instead of the Ukraine flag.
what's
and
the
bullshit
Newcastle's
like that.
coach name? What Newcastle's coach name?
Eddie Howe.
Eddie
Eddie
Howe.
Howe.
Frank Lampard. If you ask,
If you're asked a
said,
political question,
if you ask the political question, learn to answer like Eddie Howe did. You don't have to be take a high ground. Just say, I'm here to answer a football question.
Frank, just say I work for Everton and shut the fuck up, man. That was one of the dumbest. That was one of the dumbest fucking responses he could have made. And I like Lampard a lot, but just shut the fuck up.
exactly. Concentrate on getting relegated.
Hey, man.
Nah. Off the Barca, off the Barca.
You're mute.
Just on
You're
mute.
muted, Lou.
Your
Quick,
mic.
say
Your
anything
mic.
now, Ziad. Say anything now. Quick, you can't respond.
Fuck Richardson. Fucking
Say it.
snake. Boo.
Louder.
Your mic. His mic.
You're muted, Lou.
He can't respond.
Oh, there we go. I forgot. Man, I was saying, we've got positive vibes here, man. Why are you ruining it? Why are you ruining it, man? Come
Go
on,
for
we're
his
in a
facts.
positive
Go
mood.
for his fight.
Show your
Patreon,
face, you prick.
50
And I
million.
don't like this, Lou. I don't like this shit after games either.
yeah.
When we're like, when people are doing player ratings, and like Christian was very good yesterday, and they'll be like, "Oh well, he was an 8, but fuck him, he's leaving, so he gets a 3." It's like, come on, dude. Like, come on.
Do you
Oh,
trust
I
them
know
people?
who you're talking to.
Well, just like in general, man, I see it all. It's on multiple streams. People do this where it's like, he was really good, but
Him
he's a
and
6, so
Rudiger
he
was
gets a 3.
Very good. Fair. They
Right.
was fighting stuff. They was very good
I
yesterday.
thought all the 4. Listen, this is not popular opinion, but I thought all 4 defenders were pretty good yesterday. We had a clean sheet. Nobody really made any mistakes. Hey,
Chalobah
VAR.
shit.
Chalobah and Sarr wasn't. Yeah, especially Chalobah.
I'm just saying,
fine,
Chalobah. You want to
I
talk
don't
about
think Sarr
Chalobah?
was anything great
Chalobah was our
yesterday.
highest rated defender on all the major rating systems. The
But
highest
what's-
rated defender.
You know, we could have lost like 2 points because of him as well. Like, you know, that does affect us.
Listen,
And it
you can
should have been a
you can defend hard. You can defend hard, and like VAR reviewed that. If Murphy doesn't go flying and taking
review
a
it.
dive,
He didn't review it.
yes, they
Yeah.
did. VAR
No,
reviewed both
no,
those.
Not like-
They
not like
looked at
they
it
normally
and
do.
they said that they looked at
Yeah.
it and they said that they cannot overturn it.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
okay, that's okay. Well, then it's not a pen.
if
Like
they
if there
go-
was,
like I said,
If
if
we-
they
if that's
will
the way around,
ask
we'll be
and
crying for
say
it.
go look at it, that will be different.
well,
That's
then
a
they would have been.
100%
Listen,
penalty,
when they
man.
send the ref over, it's usually going to get overturned. But they didn't see enough in it to call it a pen, and I don't think it was a pen either. Like
When-
he's
when-
Yeah, because
defending.
it was not obvious
The
mistake.
problem
Yeah,
is,
well,
is
he's
that
defending
It
hard.
is, man.
He's defending hard. He's got a piece of his jersey, yeah, but he doesn't like kick him in the legs, doesn't take him out. Murphy goes flying. If he doesn't take a dive, he probably could get that call, but he goes flying off of his feet. It's not a pen
You
for
want
me.
me to
I'm
tell you where
sorry.
he went wrong? Okay, the
problem
first
is
standing
that
the first
Josh,
standing tackle was fine, yeah. But once he's grabbing him and then doing a second stand tackle and he falls down, it's a penalty. If it's the other way around, we'll be screaming penalty.
Yeah, that's a penalty. There's no
Yeah,
doubt
it's a
about it. There's a
penalty.
100% penalty.
Gosh, we've seen this
By the
kind of
way, there is
inconsistency
not
within
red
the
card for
referees.
there's
Not only
Anyway,
in England, but also other
Josh,
leagues as
to
well.
answer what
And
you were saying
as
earlier.
far as I'm
It's the same
concerned,
thing
it's
with the other way rating. It's the same thing with the other way rating.
like-
Oh, we played horrible, but every player gets like 8.
Yeah.
Nine.
Well, see, like, listen, if we won 1-0, we won 1-0 yesterday. If we won 4-0, everybody'd be like, oh, everyone gets a 9, everyone gets 8.5. Like, we still won and got a clean sheet, so like that doesn't change that much for me. Like, whether or not we scored 2 or 3 more goals, like that doesn't really play that much of a difference in my defensive ratings.
I'm not saying
That's not the
Chalobah
only
did
thing that
awful,
he
though,
does.
just didn't do great.
That's not the only problem I had with him. I watched the game twice. That's not the only thing that he actually did was horrible. There's a couple of times when he actually held on to the ball, just like Alonso on the left side. Instead of clear it wide, he holds it and loses possession, and all of a sudden, then the throw goes to them, and it's we get pressed. It's that
Listen,
bad.
I'm not saying he was a world beater, but you know, we kept a clean sheet. We kept a clean sheet, and I like the way he defends. He defends hard. He defends aggressive. He's strong. It's his first year, for Christ's sake. Like,
listen, let's be fair. He's
he's never going to be a pinned on starter.
He's not a right back. That's for
Yeah,
certain.
no question. Yeah.
He's never a right back. He's never built for a right back. He's not like Reece James, who could do a right wing back, right centre back role. Chalobah is a centre back, a pure centre back.
Yeah.
And
Here's the thing. If you
Agreed.
look at him as a center back, not right back, I agree with you. If he's a center back and he would have done those mistakes as
Yes.
a center back, that will even cost more. Thank
Yes.
God he done that mistakes as a right back because we had Christensen to fall back on.
but even that penalty one, Christensen couldn't even save him from that. That was his own.
Yeah,
was-
especially in the other one too, the penalty that he caused. What the hell is he doing?
I know. Yeah. I think he
Just a bit of inexperience, but this is again why I say when it's their first season and the first
hard,
team,
yeah.
you got to allow them to make the mistakes. That's why I said Chalobah is a level below AC, Rudiger,
Not
and
even
Thiago
a
Silva.
level. There's a couple of levels below. He's not as he goes rational into the aerial challenge because he's afraid he's gonna get caught up. My prime example where how he wasn't. It's not a freaking Chalobah slender channel, by the way. What I'm saying is, if you remember when we played against Liverpool in the final, do you remember when he was trying to get the ball out, and he did so much that actually, I think it was Salah, not Salah, Mane that got the ball, and literally on the sideline, all of a sudden, Chalobah is on his ass, and the ball never went out. I don't remember people.
Listen, he's going to make mistakes. We saw it in the Liverpool League game. He made a
Yeah.
mistake. So it's just going to
I
happen.
think- I think
it's
we can-
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that
Yeah.
we weren't able to buy Koundé in the summer because Chalobah may have still been part of the squad, but you probably would have seen less of Chalobah.
Yeah.
No, he
the-
would have been on loan.
Oh, maybe
because
okay,
he's
fine.
supposed
There
to
was
go
a
on
chance.
loan.
Yeah, there was a
Okay,
chance.
fine.
He
Well,
was
it
supposed to
depends
go
on
on
what would
loan
happen
because-
with Zuma at that point. If Zuma
Yeah,
still got sold, he would have stayed with the squad.
Maybe, but listen, it's part of the thing, isn't it? We'll learn this season and it'll be better from next season.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's the
But
thing. That's all we got.
Especially because I think it's his first season, so I think, and
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like he's had more.
if
good
you
games
don't
than
rate
he's had bad
Christensen,
games.
you're not allowed to talk about the defenders.
No,
listen to me.
Someone said it, innit? No,
He's
no, not mine.
exceeded my
I agree with that
expectations.
person as well.
Yeah.
He's exceeded my expectations this season greatly because
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
didn't
For
expect.
19
I
years
didn't
old.
I'm here for one reason. One reason only. You know,
Frank
I was
Lampard.
told that no, nigga. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Oh,
I heard
didn't
you were,
hear
you
what
know,
I said?
you were put. I did. I heard you were putting some smut, you know, on my boy's name, Chalobah. What's going on with you, man?
Thank you, Dan.
You think I forgot Barcelona? You think I forgot Manchester United?
We don't need to
Huh?
speak about Barcelona, man.
You think I forgot?
You know.
No, we didn't. We're not talking about Barcelona. We're
All
talking
right,
about
so
the
I need
game.
you to relax your criticism of Chalobah a little bit then.
Thank you, Dan.
Relax
Oh,
it a
thank
little
you. I'm
Oh,
so
sorry about
convinced.
it.
Dan,
Relax it a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Nice to have
Relax.
somebody
That
who seems to
20
like
shit
that.
for the past 3
hold on.
games.
Let me finish. At 22 and 23 and 24, Christensen was a stripper. So don't hop on and like talk like, oh yeah, Chalobah's. I get it. He's learning. This is
Can we
first
not put
season.
heavy
No,
Lampard
no,
tax
no,
on
no,
that,
no, no.
please?
No,
Before Lampard
Daniel.
came.
If we, Daniel, if we are, if
Barcelona
we,
wasn't Lampard.
It's good to have another person.
Yeah,
who sees
that
the
that
light,
was
Dan.
Fabregas, but we move.
Can we
Yo,
just say
Ah,
we
you see
didn't
what you're
we
doing?
didn't rip apart Chalobah?
Yeah, come on, Fabregas / Courtois tax. Come on, man.
Nah, listen.
Daniel, if you want,
Andrew,
if
don't
you
say
want-
we. You didn't rip apart Chalobah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Let's
it's
go
not
ahead,
me.
Daniel. Go.
Redneck did.
Daniel, I am, and I'm still saying what I was saying. I was answering to the people that saying that Chalobah is almost the same good as the Christensen, and that's what I'm going with it, because he's not even close.
What do you mean he's not even? What do you mean he's not even
I
close?
think
He
a
played
lot
this for
of
minutes
teams
this year.
expect that though.
He's made some mistakes. Yeah, granted, he's made.
No. That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
what
what
it is,
we were
like-
trying. I guess you didn't listen to me. All the thing you heard about, I heard what we were saying. It's slamming Chalobah. We slamming
That's all I heard, bro. And I got red eyes, angry eyes.
Angry eyes.
Ooh, you and
Yo,
By the way-
I'm just fucking with you, man.
I know that
I wanted to put some pressure when I came back, you know.
No. Look,
Anyway.
I want Chalobah to succeed, but I think he can't be a starter. That's what I was trying to prove it. That he can't be a starter at this moment. He can't go game by game next season. We need somebody. We don't. What I'm trying to say, we need to keep both Rudiger and Christensen if we're going forward into the next season. That's a fact. We can't afford it. Otherwise, we're gonna be what people say in the Kundi. How do you know Kundi is gonna be fit right into that squad? How do you know?
It take time.
Because we already know how Christian Santiago Silva and Rudiger plays. We already know how good
Listen.
those three.
This is what the.
Actually,
he's the most.
Quick question.
He's the most experienced player we've developed so far, but we let go of all the players we've developed anyway. I think that's what's upsetting people is that we developed him and now he wants to go. But listen, it's Barcelona, buddy. He won the Champions League. Barcelona calls, you answer. That's just the way it goes. So like, I'm not mad at him mad at the club. It's like we're just hurt because
we
finally got one that we've developed to this level, and now we're letting him go. But that's the way it is.
But it's on us. We're the ones that didn't want to put him for sale last summer.
But here's the whole thing. He should have signed before Lampard came in. That was year 3, before you have 2 years left.
Yeah.
So you should have signed then.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you're right.
They didn't offer him a contract then. After Lampard's season, they then offered him a bullshit contract and still kept him. If you didn't like him after those 3 years, because he was there 3 years prior, you should have sold him. Right? So you keep him on the team, you keep him there, you don't sign a new contract. What's the point?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you can, if people want, they can blame Lampard. That's fair. But he should have signed before he even got there. And he was fired 3 months after anyway, so it's like your decisions
should have been re-signed a lot earlier.
Yeah, a year.
That
summer was that summer.
I was okay with Rudiger go that summer. I wasn't okay with Christensen go because I know how good he was.
Like right now, what people don't understand is you should sign Reece James right now. You should sign.
No question. Yeah.
If you
How
wait,
long's Reece James' contract, though? Because I swear we
2
already
years.
signed him.
3
Is it
years.
20?
3 years. 3.
Yeah,
This
that's
summer is
good,
gonna
that's
be
good,
2 more
this,
years.
after this summer is going to be 2 more years.
2 more years. Yeah. So this summer
Right,
we,
so
we
next
need.
season I'd expect
25,
to see a
end of
re-sign.
25.
No. You need to sign 2 year prior, not to leave it to the
Oh,
later.
no, I agree.
Next
Like,
summer
the
is going to be 2
best
years.
available
Too late,
scenario is
exactly.
this summer.
This
Exactly.
But like,
contract
I could see it
25,
be a decision made next season. Because this season,
Nah.
their focus is going to be on the players with 2 years left. Going to be
You don't
looking
wanna
at
make that
one of
decision,
Jorginho,
you don't wanna
Kante,
make
or
that
But you
both.
decision.
hear, I was gonna tweet you actually, Daniel. Can you answer Fat Frank comments and Abramovich?
Frank, you want me to? What do you want to do here, man? What do you want to do
You
here?
said he
I saw
came here
Dan.
to
Listen,
troll
I saw
me.
I
I'm
saw
here to
Dan's
troll
tweet.
you.
I
What do you
saw
want to
Dan's
listen?
tweet.
If I was
Do
Frank,
you-
I would listen. Hold on.
Oh,
Did you
I'll-
read the Bible? Hold on. Do you read the Bible?
What?
Yes.
Okay. I would have denied him 20 times, like Peter did Jesus. Frank, I'll deny him too. You crazy?
Oh, my word.
What? I don't know him. Where do you know him from? Who is he?
Oh no!
What does he do?
You would have
I was
turned-
gonna
Oh,
say-
he's,
I was
oh,
gonna-
he's
I
the
was
owner.
gonna-
Oh, my bad. I didn't even know that.
Before
Like,
you come in, I
what
actually
are
give
you
you a
doing?
piece of advice. Learn from Eddie Howe how to answer political questions.
No
Let's
comment.
speak about football.
hey,
But no.
question, where did Eddie Howe play, man?
You
What?
what?
Where did Eddie Howe play football, like as an actual player?
Oh,
Oh, I don't know.
remember now.
I have no idea.
There you go. See, it's different. When you play, there's no.
Is that how you win your argument?
Question.
But
He could've-
yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can have to. You can't. That doesn't help.
He played for Bournemouth.
It
That's
doesn't
he played
matter
for
if the
Bournemouth
way
and
you
Burnley.
answer.
Who cares, bro?
It doesn't matter how you answer. Still, you can answer the way you want
That's
it.
one of the worst deflections.
And you could
I've ever heard
see
in
the
my
sweat
life.
dripping
Yeah,
down
me,
Frank's
who's-
face when he was lying. He was like, "Oh, maybe 3 or 4 times I met him," and you could see the sweat while he was lying. He was just. You could,
He
Hey,
man
Lewis,
spent his
Lewis,
honeymoon with
Lewis,
his
Lewis.
girl on his yacht.
No,
and
but
all
hold
of
on.
that.
You
Man.
You guys
Come
all
on.
know. You guys all know that senior in in like college or whatever. You're cool with. You hang out sometime
Here we
to give you a
go.
little bit of weed. But we're not best friends. Like if he gets caught for selling weed, I don't know him. I'm in the student office. Like I don't know who this guy is at all. I met him a couple times in class. That was it. That was it, bro. I'm not mad at Frank at all. I would have denied him too.
Hey, look, check this out.
This guy,
big up-
Frank should hire
big
this guy
up
for
Dan
PR,
the-
man. He should hire this
Big
guy
up
for
Dan
his
the
PR.
man 966 who says, Lewis, do you think Nick Candy is a perfect owner for Chelsea? Him being a Chelsea fan and wanting to revamp Stamford Bridge. It does seem like a nice alternative, but right now we're looking at bigger things right now, so it is
He's
what
there
it is.
to
The
boost
age
the
of
fight.
football.
I
Somebody
will
with
say
no
if we can't get
emotions.
Saudis, I wouldn't be like against him though. Like if we
You're
can't
not
Yeah,
getting
I'm
Saudis.
not necessarily against him,
yeah.
but we got bigger
Not against
fish
him.
right now.
No,
in the
yeah,
sea.
I know.
And I'm fishing
What,
for that.
Daniel? What'd you say?
You're not getting Saudis. I talked to Nick, and he decided to make me the fan. You know, they said there's going to be a fan on board. That's me. So my vote is for Nick Candy, man. I'm sorry, guys.
No, we're doomed. We're
Oh.
doomed. We're doomed.
Sorry, they messaged me first, and I said we have to discuss contract.
No, Daniel,
negotiations
you want
before we
talk,
discuss
man.
who's
What-
Nah,
gonna
they're
win.
not choosing you guys.
Bigger
I'm getting chosen. And listen, all you guys that make teams, you have the keys. Give me the keys, Felix. You're not getting
On
no
a
keys if
serious
I'm on
note,
board.
Nathaniel, who do you
you
think?
want talk?
I'm on the
Hey,
board. You're not
Daniel.
getting any keys. You know the
Daniel.
player you're
This is
signing?
why fans can't take
On a
over.
serious note, no.
You're
serious.
signing Bowen. You're signing.
Wallahi, Daniel, you're not.
Daniel, if you're going to be on the board, can you sort out some contract negotiations, please?
yeah, Rudiger
Daniel,
first
no.
thing.
Daniel,
No.
they offered you a
No.
second award, but you'd have to keep
People
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
that
yeah.
Daniel is actually knows how to who's a good defender, and he will probably resign Christensen before Rudiger.
Let's go.
No,
To
but,
be honest, I
Alex,
probably will because I'm not giving him to the kid. Did you see what he did? Did you see what he did in that game? The little Rudiger's a madman.
That was
Why
some
did
shit
you do that?
hazardry, man.
That was
Daniel,
funny.
you
Little
need-
step
Daniel,
overs
you need
over
to-
the ball.
You need to read the fine print. It said you can take the seat, but you're going to have to give Werner a new contract.
Oh yeah, 100%. 300k, bring it.
Big up Artem, who says didn't hear enough Werner slander today.
I can
He
even
needs to
Nick
get
Candy
out.
out, man.
The number of times this man has ruined our attacks is disgraceful. Him and Lukaku gotta go. Chris Fatter, we do need to have a discussion about Timo Werner.
Yeah, let's hear Chris defend
The
this.
crowd was too loud.
Apparently so. Like even like Leipzig. He got
Well,
subbed off.
not what Tuchel said. Tuchel said it was actually not loud enough.
Well, apparently he got subbed.
Do you
off
remember
because
what
it's
Tuchel
too-
comments were?
Chris, I don't think he should have started against Newcastle. I don't think.
Well, he kind of had to. I mean, Pulisic was still coming back from being sick. Like,
That's the thing.
I know why he played.
But do you not see Leipzig though? The crowd was too loud for him there, and he got subbed off.
Chris, stop it.
Hey, Chris, allow it, man. The guy can't control a
Even
Hey,
I saw
Fatter,
the
this
first
is your man's, isn't it? Your
Even
guy
I-
ruined an AC assist. I saw the most
I saw the
beautiful
first
long
half.
pass.
I'll tell you what, I
This is
exploded
And then
kinda
from,
when
I
this
exploded
Messi
from
first
my.
touch killed everything.
This is my personal opinion to answer the guy of the Sosa something guy. Yeah, fuck Rory Jennings. That's my
Yeah.
personal view.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I exploded out of my chair when he scored that
That's
goal.
not
That
the
was-
view of this channel. That's just my view.
Chris
No,
sounds
Lewis
like
said it
they are.
backstage.
Did
I
I say he was good yesterday? It wasn't.
I exploded when he scored though, because that was a
No,
beautiful
By the
run
way,
of play.
that was
He wasn't good
exactly
yesterday.
that was
He wasn't good yesterday.
the Kai Havertz chance that he
Yeah,
scored.
yeah. Very similar.
Exactly the same one, even actually easier for Timo Werner. He had so much space and he bottled it with that knee control. It was
Yeah, that was
exactly
poor,
the
that
same.
was very poor.
No,
The one he scored though, the
it was
offsides goal that he
unacceptable
scored, I
yesterday,
was like,
can't lie.
I
Yeah,
went
it was
crazy when he
unacceptable.
scored that because it was like a beautiful run of play, and then of course he's fucking offside. But like,
he did. Listen, the moment that pass went, I knew he was offside. Let's say he's offside. So why we listen? He lives offside. You're so fast. Why do you have to be offside, brother?
Him
Literally,
and Lukaku,
Timo
man.
won.
Him and Lukaku.
I've never.
But I
I've
was-
never
one
seen
was-
his face.
Like, no,
Do
if
you
you're gonna blame
remember
Timo for
layoff?
offside,
Lukaku
you're
tried to lay
crazy.
off again when he
You guys
got
just
on the
leave
white.
Timo alone. I feel bad for Fatur. He owes me some money end of the season, but leave Timo
By
alone.
the way,
man. It's not
who's
his
the
fault.
highest scorer of this season so far?
Wait,
I forgot. The
Mason
point is,
Mount.
I forgot.
Wait, what'd you say?
point
What'd you
is
say,
this.
Alex? Alex, say that again. I didn't know what you said. That's why I didn't know the answer.
Mason Mount is still highest scorer at Chelsea right now.
No, I thought it was Lukaku.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
No, it's not Lukaku. Stop it.
in the
yeah,
Prem
Chris,
or
it's
overall?
Lukaku. It's Lukaku.
No. Overall,
Felt like
me
a-
and
yeah.
me and Daniel have a bet, £20 bet.
I
I
think
forgot
I
Chris
think-
left.
Whoa, 200 what?
A 10 pound, £20
Oh yeah, that
bet.
was 20 pounds. I thought you said 200. I said, whoa, I'm not that dumb.
But
I think
Daniel,
it's
by the
isn't
way,
it
Mason Mount
Lukaku
has
in all
8
comps?
goals
One-
in all competitions. I thought,
Daniel,
is
he
it
needs
just
the money,
Premier
he's
League?
being sanctioned.
No,
He needs the
all
money, he needs to
competition.
he
What
needs
the
that
hell?
money real quick. He's being sanctioned.
Lukaku has more.
It's being sanctioned.
I think Lukaku has
Hey,
the
Alex,
most in all
Alex, you
comps.
need-
Daniel, all competition or Premier League did
All
we
competition.
bet?
all right,
It was,
Oh,
I think it was prep. No, I think it was
I think
all
it was
comps.
pre-
Because it was all comps because Lukaku had more goals all comps, so I was confident. But now
Yeah,
it's
he
looking
has-
stupid for me, man.
He has 10.
God, you guys should have saved that, clip.
No,
and, like,
because
Well,
I
let's
don't
take a
remember
guess
why
on
we
you.
bet it. All
It's
comps
looking bad
were-
for your boy right now, man. Like Lukaku, this guy is
He's got
you know,
11 goals, and Mason Mount's got 8
so I'm winning then.
in all comps.
Yeah,
in all
that's what I'm
comps.
saying. Like, I think we bet.
yeah.
I don't remember what we betted on the Premier League or
You need a
on the
clip.
all comps.
You just better hope
Did anyone,
Mount.
anyone bet on anyone else just be top scorer?
Yeah,
think
I just think I don't think we actually specified. I think we just said I'll bet you my money
Yeah.
Mount will outscore Lukaku.
Probably.
We didn't specify when and what.
Yeah, we didn't specify, but I'm gonna say
Kai
I'm gonna
Havertz
say
got 11
overall
goals
because I'm
too, by
winning.
the way. Kai Havertz got 11 in all comps. So Kai
By the way,
Havertz is joint top scorer.
do y'all think those news are real that he's ready to get a pay cut just to
Who?
get back to
No,
Lukaku,
no.
go back
They
to,
came out after and said that was bullshit.
Who's taking a pay cut to go back potentially?
Harry
Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Oh no, I don't believe that. Lukaku came out and refuted those statements
Yeah, yeah,
anyway.
yeah, it was
I think
false,
that's
it was
just
false.
another media shit star, and that's
But
been what
honestly,
they've been doing the whole week. The media are an utter embarrassment, man. Utter
Oh,
embarrassment.
hold on a second. So the Saudis actually bet $3.5 billion
Yeah.
Yeah, which is 2.7 billion pounds.
2.7 billion
pounds. Oh,
Bruv.
I was trying to figure it out. What's the
their
number?
entire family.
Which is, I think, that's like what 200 million higher than Bowley's bid, which is 2.5. But
Yeah,
again, I don't think it's based on who bids more. Maybe it's like how you how you're going to kind of like divvy up that money for the club, because nobody gets that money anyway, right? Like it's
Yeah,
all
it's
it's all
supposed to be
go
goes
to charity or whatever.
charity.
So
Yeah.
you bid in
You know
more
what it
money.
is?
Does Rain
You know what
Group,
it
does
is?
Rain Group get the
No,
final
no,
say
no.
on?
The profit is supposed to go to charity, right? So
No.
what they
That,
can do is,
yeah, it's a
what
whole
they can do
amount.
is say, you know, I'm bidding, whatever. It can be divvied up whichever way, however they want. But my point is, it's not because we're not getting Roman isn't getting the money. I don't think it's going to be chosen based on who bids the highest. It's probably
I
going to be
think it
chosen
is.
based on
I think it is.
whatever proposal they bring to the Rain
Daniel,
Group and
you
Bowley.
Right.
You're mistaken. You need to read the you need to read the Abramovich statement. He said all the proceeds goes to the charity. That means the sale of the club, all of it, all the money, how much they buy, how much the new person buys it from, all that money is going to charity because
I swear he said profit.
all.
He did say profit.
I thought I heard net profit or something. Shit, but like,
Yeah, because you gotta.
it's still good.
There's
I
still
thought it was
costs. There's
all the
still costs that you have
There's
to.
nothing taken away from him. Like, you
Because
know,
here's what I'm thinking. Hold on. Here's what I'm thinking. Right? You've heard this from every single one of the I guess the public owners that have come out that want to buy us about them restructuring stadiums and everything else. That's going to cost about $2 billion at least, right? So, and you're probably not going to be able to move Chelsea out of Chelsea. That's a long process. I think all those things are in consideration. That's why they keep mentioning it. They understand how hard it is and all that. They also understand they're not getting any of that money. That's why I feel like it's a net profit thing that in some way, some form, the buyers, the sale price might go into like the stadium fund or something like that. Like essentially staying with the club. As long as the money doesn't go with Roman and stays with us, I think the government will be like fine with that. I'm not. I mean,
Tell you what, I'm going to open up the lines a little
What
bit.
I'm trying to figure it out is, people, you don't have to take me as a prophet. I am saying that I could make mistake. Okay, net profit. It doesn't mean that I'm waffling. What I'm trying to see is, what's the purpose of getting less money for the club if that will decrease amount of charity?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Basically, you will say that, yeah, we accepted to 2 billion because I don't know why, instead of 3.5 billion, which will actually make more money for the charity. Am I right?
You're right.
If it's okay, so hold on. Let's follow that. So based on that, it's already supposed to be highest bidder. Another people that think that UK can, by saying that the UK government has that money. That's not what it is. They can freeze that money, but if the if the lawyers are getting involved and the sanctions overturned, government have to return it. So technically, government can't spend it. Am I right? Like how government can spend money on something that they don't own? They can sanction that money.
The government would have to donate that money, I think, is what they were saying they would be doing.
That's what I'm saying. So the more money it is, the more for the charity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but doesn't Rain Group has the final say in the sale, right? Or what bid they accept? Does Rain Group make that decision?
The people that sanction the club, they don't know what the fuck we're doing. They thought that
it's the
20,000
Rain
will be
Group.
enough.
It's the Rain Group and it's Roman. And
Right.
again,
Roman
here's what I'm
will
saying.
have the final say.
They just fucked Roman, right? Let's be honest, they just fucked him.
Definitely.
And they also said, and they also didn't really go with his plan that he wanted to do to give the money to charity. They were like, no, we're still gonna sanction you. He can be petty enough. Like, there's no rules to say he has to accept the highest bidder. He can be petty and say, no, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'll still.
Yeah.
So you can. Whoever he's, I mean, again, he's a billionaire, so he has contacts everywhere and he's friends with everyone. So he probably knows who the Saudi guys are.
Make a
or
decision
even
on
Bowley. I think
the buyer.
The Daily Mail just dropped an exclusive saying 200 investors are interested in buying Chelsea. Potentially over that.
Daniel, who do you think that makes final decision on the club? Sell it to who?
I think it's going to be Rain Group, but based on the parameters that Roman has set.
So Rain Group, it is the Romans group, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, basically it's an independent group that he's hired to handle this, right? But again, I'm pretty sure he's hired them, and it's not like a free reign. Like, yo, just whoever has the most money, it doesn't matter what they want to do with the club, just sell it. Like, you know what I mean? There's probably certain rules in the proposal that he's already set. Again, you guys have to notice, all of them are talking about stadium. Every single one, the ones that have like come out publicly, even the ones that don't have money. Like Nick Candy's talking about it because he's a property developer and he can get people and all that. They're all talking about it because it's in their proposal to buy the club.
By the way, 200 bits? That's
200 investors.
That's a lot. 200 bids.
So this consortium can have 10 investors. This can have 5. This can, you know what I mean? So it's not.
Is that what that article means?
So it's collectively.
Yeah, they like to mislead you. And 200, like if you just say 200 investors, you think 200 bidders.
Right. That could be 10. That could be 10 consortiums. You know, it's like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
There is no way. I think they're like 200 beats. Because that's what I understood from Lewis. Lewis said it's 200 beats.
No, sorry, 200 investors.
Also, I don't want people to feel. I don't want people to feel nervous about the consortium thing. What you have to understand is, there are a lot of billionaires who want to get involved in certain businesses, but not publicly. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
They might not want it on evaluation.
Maybe one of the consortiums will gonna have somebody, Romana Abramovicha.
Hey, Usman, my brother.
Bro, it can be like that.
Good,
like
man. My brother, you know.
Bro.
Yo, man.
What are you saying,
I'm feeling
bro?
good, man. It's the first time I see you properly, man. I've been watching you for years,
Glad
man.
to be on.
I've been watching you for years, man. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it, bro.
It's
you
good, man.
made it to the big time.
Great
You're
to
welcome.
get you on, man. What's your thoughts on all the
Andrew as well, my brother, you know.
Oh god.
What do you guys say?
I'm just a regular white boy.
I got the tag first, Alex. Sorry, I got the tag.
No. Regular, no. You are
I'm okay
the white.
with Nick Candy, man. I'm okay. I just want to see how new. If, for example, like Abramovich is emotional club owner. I don't want another emotions involved too much in it anymore.
Nick Candy is not going to be. He's going to be the face. He's going to be the figurehead. He's going to be the chairman. He will not be the main. The main. You know what I mean? The main guy running.
Yeah, big up.
So, like, people looking at his net worth and saying 1.5 billion is too small. He's not spending a single dime from his pocket. He's doing this for other billionaires who have 30, 40, 50 billion who don't want to be in the public eye.
His family owes Newcastle, so he cannot be in the first place until they sell.
Who's that, my man, bro? Who's that Candy brother, Lewis, man?
Nick Candy?
Yeah, who's that brother, man?
He's went to one of the American investors, isn't he?
No, he's the British guy. Isn't he?
Is he the British one? Yeah, I'm barely even keeping track of all these.
Hey, Lewis, my concern with all these investors is how they're gonna get the pitch owners, the Chelsea pitch owners, to agree with them so we could even move or renovate the stadium.
They're not going.
We're not moving.
Lewis,
that's why their proposal.
As an outsider looking in, I think you should move from the bridge, man.
We can't.
We're not
too dusty, man. I can't lie. That stadium.
There has to be a change.
You guys, hold on, listen.
One at a time.
We're not moving. We're not moving from Stamford Bridge. Let's just move on from that. And again, we'll see over the next couple of weeks. But like I keep saying, this is why they keep mentioning, all of them keep mentioning redeveloping Stamford Bridge in their little plans and giving PR and promo to the rest of us fans to get us happy about it. It's because that's the only way we get a bigger stadium. The Chelsea group, those guys aren't giving up their freaking pitch ownership.
The problem with Abramovich renovating his stadium was it's too expensive for him to renovate.
Remember, he had approval entirely to renovate, and he was going to do it. The only problem was that was when he got banned from coming into England. So he said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing it." But he had the approval. He knew the price. That's how we got the value, which I think was like 1.8 billion at that time. And he was going to do it.
Stadium, but the new stadium cost 1 billion. That's what new.
Of course, it costs less, way less. It costs way less. It's probably going to cost like 600 million, you know what I mean? Probably even less than that if you're moving to a brand new place. But to redevelop Stamford Bridge,
Tottenham Stadium cost 1 billion.
Fuck that.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying like how much is?
I'm sorry.
Don't forget the fans probably have to pay for that.
It's cheaper to leave. It's cheaper to
Don't
leave.
give them no
build a
credit.
new
What do you
stadium.
mean? 1 point. Don't give them no credit like that.
It is way cheaper, but like fans prefer tradition, and tradition is Fulham Road. So we ain't moving from there.
Lewis, I think you guys are friendly because you're big up Lewis, man. Wait. I spoke to my guys in Saudi Arabia and vibranium.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, my brother's my other brother. You know what to do.
I didn't do anything though.
Daniel, shut up. But the vibranium, I told Saudi Arabians the vibranium and kicked in on them because I gave them some vibranium because that's where it originated. It almost originated. The second bit, and they're buying Chelsea. The vibranium's landed. And it's coming for us, man. Like the stadium, who cares about this ownership?
You dead ass trying to take credit for the Saudi. Oh my god, I can't be bothered.
I'm not. I'm saying the vibranium kicked in, and they saw the American owners. But listen, it took this guy a week to make a bid bigger than everybody else. So just imagine the things that he can do for our club. So I'm happy. And listen.
First of all,
Daniel,
you're
man.
Arsenal fan, so
wait. Daniel, you need to apologize for your Havertz slander, man. Nothing personal, just need to apologize, man.
Who?
Oh, look at this troll, man. Shit,
I think somebody else's name. You asking me to apologize?
Yes, apologize, man.
You must have lost your mind. You forgot who I was.
Apologize.
Apologize now.
No idea.
Right, big up Artem. One sec. Big up Artem, who says somehow we managed to put two strikers with some of the worst technical ability I've ever seen on the same team.
That wasn't me.
Fucking hell, man. Watching Timo dribble makes me want to cry.
That wasn't me.
Oh my god.
Hold it down.
No, that's not
love
me.
everyone on the stream. Let's keep the positivity. Nathaniel, keep that vibranium away and stay in the direction zone. In the words of Winter Surfer, hold that.
Right, fair play. What's it called?
Big up Lewis, big up.
You got a whole army after you.
Nathaniel, big up yourself. It's not even a gender
Big
at
up.
this point. It's not even fatter, bro. It's all mad.
I mean,
it's all mad.
Yeah, it's come.
So Lewis, with these new investors, what the capacity they're looking at?
The capacity, 42k for the bridge right now.
Yeah, I know that, but what capacity the new owners are looking at to improve the Stamford Bridge? 65, 70,000?
Give me one sec. Let me just go through this one before. Naval Nation says, who would you take personally, Nick Candy or the Saudi media group with backing investors? I'm a little split because what will happen after the rebuild of the bridge? No NFL owners. Look at United, Arsenal alone. Saudi, I'm taking the Saudi group who have so much money that wherever we ask for is spare change out of their back pocket.
I think
because even if they don't have an understanding of football, all they'll do is throw money at the problem.
No. It's the media group that's what's interesting for me. For me,
you mean it can listen. Here's what you guys don't understand. You could become PSG. You forgot about them?
What?
Oh,
about
them? Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, Ramos, all those guys. They did everything. They're still going to lose the league this year, and they still didn't win the Champions League. What you want is a proper structure. What you want is a Chelsea man.
Newcastle.
What you want is a man of football, which is Nick Candy and me.
What about Manchester City?
Yeah, Newcastle as well.
Listen, they have Pep.
We have two.
We have Tuchel.
That's true. You guys are making good points. But
I tell you the truth. I don't care who buys.
You guys are
I
making
really
good
don't
points.
care who buys. The quicker we get bought, the less problems we have until the end of the season.
I agree with that. The quicker we get bought, the less problem we're gonna have.
100%.
Because
I'm not worried about who buys this. I've never been.
I'm not worried about
Say
it.
justice for that. Yes, Grimes now tweeted about
Lewis.
Saudi
Lewis,
owners
bro.
as well, and she don't
Lewis,
really miss.
man.
Yeah, what you
Lewis,
said?
man, can I talk, G? Bro,
Yeah,
what
go
I'm
for
saying,
it, bro.
what
What
I'm
you
saying
saying?
is that Chelsea like will be more unbearable with them Arabs. Do you know what I mean? Because you're already unbearable with Roman as well, man. So I don't want to see that, man. Because boy, you lot ruined my childhood, didn't it? But I don't really hate Chelsea as a club because I hate Tottenham more because I don't see you guys as a rival because you don't compete for the same things, isn't it?
I thought he's still a
That's
Chelsea
my
fan. I
thing.
didn't. What
I thought it was a Chelsea
club
fan.
are you
What
supporting?
team do you
You know what I
support?
mean?
Yeah, I actually thought you were a Chelsea
No,
fan.
he's
It's
an
no
Arsenal
man.
fan.
It's no man. No knows my nickname, cuz. Do you know what I mean?
You're
What
Arsenal
team do you
fan.
support?
You Arsenal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Arsenal. Y'all didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I could tell
Well,
from his forehead. He has an
I'll have
Arsenal
you-
forehead.
No. It's
I'm
not.
I'll give you.
No.
You got my
At least,
uncle's
at least
forehead.
he's
man.
honest. At least he's
Chelsea
honest.
fan,
Not
that's
like
the thing,
Nathaniel.
innit?
Nathaniel says he's
I know you
Chelsea
guys.
fan,
I
but
don't see you guys as rival because you're better than us, man. So
no, man, you
That's
good. You're good Arsenal fan. I don't care if you have Arsenal fans. That's not a problem. I have problem with
No,
Nathaniel.
he's an
He said
Arsenal
he's Chelsea
fan.
fan. He
My
said
guy
he's
is an
Chelsea
Arsenal
fan,
fan.
but he's
Yeah,
Arsenal
man.
fan.
Yo, we are
not the
fucking
least.
becoming trillionaires. We
Who
have
needs
won
to
the
vote?
lottery.
No, you guys are going against the wrong person.
We have won the lottery.
Go.
Hey,
Who you
Lewis,
need to go
man,
against? Who you need to go
We
against?
can
is
buy all
Sancho.
sort of players to
He's not a
have
Chelsea
Werner.
fan.
Like
not
we
a
can
Chelsea fan
have
at
different
all.
players
Aye.
around Werner.
This is why you got booted, bro. Have
Lewis,
some
bro,
shame.
leave my man, bro. Leave my man.
I'm telling you, this
Tell-
guy is a
tell
fan
him
of
to
Borussia
leave me
Mönchengladbach,
alone,
bro.
man.
He's not a
Man has
Chelsea
a
fan.
speech, fam. Man needs to say my thing, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Go on, bro. What are you saying?
Oh,
Yeah, bro, what I'm
that's a
saying
time
is
out
you're
for the
already
time.
Is that the
like
shortest time
unbearable,
anyone's
innit?
on the
And
panel
you're more
before,
unbearable
Nathaniel?
because
Shortest
like
time.
you're worth more than when Roman bought you, I think. Do you know what I mean? And like
We're gonna buy
be
your
honest, like,
stadium, Wembley.
Roman would to sell this club for $1 billion because of the government.
Can you
but
imagine the disrespect? Do you
someone's
think
need-
Rory?
But someone's
Look.
needed the ASP. Do you know what I mean?
Look. What if Saudis come to Rory and say, look, if you signed all of it, we're gonna
Y'all
buy
don't respect
Arsenal
my
Stadium.
Arsenal brother, man.
Would
What's
you-
going on?
You can fucking go back to Highbury, the small
The
fucking
fuck? Y'all
stadium.
trying-
Go back to
Yo,
Highbury.
you're not Arsenal brother speak, man. Come on.
Winter Suffer, man.
Daniel, can you imagine if Chelsea buys the
Come on,
Arsenal
fam.
Stadium?
What man on blood?
Who wants to buy that shit? Fucking hell.
It's not a bad stadium, I can't lie, but I wouldn't have it.
Look, we can be like 50 cents and buy all front rows of what's his name, that rapper that he's beef with.
Bruv, leave it.
Listen. They have the most
Alex,
expensive
name?
tickets
What's
in
that
the country.
rapper's name? I forgot his name.
We ain't buying
The
shit.
guy that-
Hey, Arsenal Donny, talk your talk, bro.
Man, what's that guy's name?
Drake.
What?
Bruv.
No,
Like, bro, like,
50
I'm
cents
not like
for the
Arsenal
50
fans,
cents.
innit? Man's objective, innit? I know you guys are better than us and so forth.
What's the guy's
Nah, I mean-
name? Ja Rule, thank you. You know what 50 Cent did? He bought all the front rows of Ja Rule's concert, so he will rap in
Now,
front
what I'm
of
saying
50
is that
That's what we can do, Chia.
Oh my god.
We can.
You know how many zeros you've got on trillion? Like,
Hey,
do you know how
Arsenal
many
Donny,
zeros
listen,
you've got on
Arsenal
trillion?
Donny. I've been trying to let
Lazo,
them
man.
help you speak.
Behave
They're not fucking
yourself,
with you,
man.
bro.
Behave
Sorry.
yourself, man.
Alex, we'll change the stadium to blue. Just to leave it there. And then they
No,
can play in a blue
what
stadium.
we will do, we'll let them play in empty stadium all the seasons.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my word.
Bro,
that
Winter
will be
Suffer,
fun.
man. If you come to Islington Road, fam, then Top Gunners will punch you up, fam. Do you know what I mean?
I take.
I'm gonna be real. Arsenal away is one of the safest
Hang on,
London
I take-
aways
I-
there.
I
You can
take
go out in
bigger
a shirt and be
shits than those
fine.
Top Gooners, all right? I take bigger shits than them Top Gooners, all right?
Bro, it's West Ham away and Tottenham away. They're the dangerous ones. Arsenal away, you could go wearing a Giroud or Fabregas shirt and no one's gonna touch you.
Bro,
Arsenal
them
away.
Top Gunners can punch you up, man. Do you know
Nah,
what I mean?
there's no top gooners. There ain't none of them.
Hey, listen, Top Gooners that aren't too short to box with a god, all right? That's all I say to them, okay? That's
Hey,
what it is, yeah?
top Gooners versus proper Chelsea. I think proper Chelsea wins, man. I put my money on Johnny, you know.
Johnny is such a Johnny is in the mud. Johnny is such a stupid guy. He was
you're
going
in the mud.
after.
You are
doesn't ban Saudis. Doesn't ban Saudis.
You are not a
Fucking hell.
Chelsea, bro.
Yo,
Wait, man, why you beefing up somebody else? Why you beefing up? Why you beefing up? Hold on a second, kid.
Because
hold on, kid.
since like
Since you were 2 years ago, because that's how old you are. Let me hold on.
Can't believe, man.
Tough guy.
Can't believe it,
Why are you
man.
talking about the proper gooner? Why are you talking about the proper gooner? Are you not one of them?
Johnny is such a misfit.
Why you
Johnny is so stupid.
Why are you talking about somebody else? Why are you beefing up somebody else? What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
What are you
He's a good
personally
guy.
gonna do?
He's a good
Arsenal.
He's a realist, cuz. Man's a realist, cuz. Do you know what I mean? Man's a realist.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Ben White is a fucking amazing defender. We could have had Ben White.
Let me.
Ben White is solid.
We'll be nice to you, right? We'll be nice to you on
No,
this channel, right?
no. You guys have not been nice to him.
man.
You did not let him speak.
Let him speak.
Who's got
stop! Everyone stop! Everyone stop!
One at a time.
I'm hearing. Who's got background music? Who's got background noise?
I gotta go, bro. I gotta go.
Oh, cool.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
like
man.
he went after
Lewis,
Andrew.
bro,
I'm not
they're
gonna
not
let
like
the
man.
No,
I
he's
can't-
joking, man. Come on.
I can't lie. These is what the streams are like. No, everyone talks over each
I
other.
don't know,
Everyone's
I don't know.
talking.
It is
Yeah,
what it is,
I
man.
It is
really
what it
don't
is.
know why he
Chelsea
went
fans
after Andrew. That was the confusing part. Why
are
top
very
gooner?
strange, but they know what they want, innit? Do you know what I mean?
We're a chaotic
But-
fan base, bro. We don't
Yes.
have peace. We just have.
Yes.
Like what I'm
Suffering.
saying is that I don't really hate Chelsea because I don't see you guys as rival, and Tottenham are rivals, innit? And your levels
Yes.
above us, so what's there to compete for? Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough, man. We're a few levels ahead. It is
listen,
what it is.
Listen, no. Listen, kid. Let me give you
That's
some. Let me give
that's
you
a
some advice
deflection.
on being
That's a
fans.
little deflection. I think.
Hold on.
London as well, so yeah.
Hold on. Let me give him some advice on being a fan. Listen, you never say that to rivals. Just fuck them at
Exactly.
all points. It doesn't matter how big they are, how small you are,
Yeah.
right? You always support your team. Sometimes it might seem crazy.
No cap.
Of course, you have to be realistic
man.
of
I
like
don't see
what you
Chelsea
want
as
to.
a rival.
Hold on. Of course, you can be realistic about where you are. You're not gonna challenge us. You're not winning no Champions League soon, but you can still, have some stand up, kid. Stand up.
Exactly. Just don't go personal and say like.
I didn't think it was
Nah,
personal.
he wasn't
No,
personal.
Alex,
He was
wasn't
just
personal.
It
Alex. He
wasn't
wasn't.
personal.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I
worry,
thought
thank
because
you
if
for
there was
telling me.
if
I don't take
if
it
he
as
said
personal.
something to me
No.
and if he would have said something like this to me, I would have taken it personal. Like
No,
Top
I don't
Gunner
think
will
he- I
punch
don't
me in
think
the
he meant-
face.
I don't think he
I would
meant
like
it
to
as
see that.
personal. He just said.
I would like to
like,
see the Top Gunner that will
So I
punch
don't
me in the
even know-
face.
I
because
don't
Andrew goes at Arsenal fans a lot.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was just,
okay.
it's just
That-
banter, bro.
that's
It's
why
like-
we don't really
I don't
question
know.
it, because like sometimes
It's
we
not that
think
deep.
we're bigger than what we are, yet we're a shadow of
Well,
ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
You know
So
what
that's the
though?
thing.
You know what? If you want to think you're bigger than you are, then tell others just to hold that and just carry on with your day. That's all that matters. Like that.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
John
think
Cena,
it's
bro.
lions
You
don't
can't see
don't
me.
Yeah,
lions
man.
don't think
Yeah,
about
man.
the opinions
And
of sheep.
Lewis, man.
Yeah.
I saw you lot play against Newcastle, and boy, they made you earn your money, man.
Yeah, we were shit.
They played
Every
better
team
than
does
we.
that, bro. We never have
They
a
played
good
better than
all-round game.
Chelsea throughout the game.
They're a good team. They're a good team. They haven't
They're a
lost
good
in
team,
9
yeah.
games. They gave us
That
a, they
boy-
gave us a fight.
You're
Listen,
like-
they didn't create a lot of
Man,
chances,
he's
but
so
they gave us a
clumsy,
fight.
man. He's so
and
rash, man.
they took that L.
100 miles
They can
per
hold that.
footballer, man. Do you know what
Hey,
I mean?
Like I
Daniel.
said, I wish we were relegated because they will give us a better summer transfer window. But at the
Daniel-
end of the day, they're gonna be challenging for the top 4 next season if we
Daniel,
stay
you know
safe.
when you know when Newcastle are going to start the new winning run. You know who the next game is.
Arsenal.
No,
What's the
Like,
next game?
I think
Everton.
Chalobah is
Oh,
not as good
Everton.
as Chelsea
Hey,
fans
man,
make
listen.
him out to be. He's so
Don't worry about
rash
that.
and
Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
well, mate, Everton
He
getting
fouls too
relegated,
much.
Daniel.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I'm getting you, Daniel. If
They're
you're
not.
listening again,
Not even close.
I'm getting you, man.
Yeah.
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
man.
I'm getting you.
Dude, just look at Everton next rest of a season's game, Daniel. Please.
Look at
I beg
Leeds.
you.
Look at Leeds next rest of the season game,
Oi, Lewis, yeah?
and they have 3
Yo,
games in the hand.
It's shameless FC one time shot on me, bro. I mean,
Hey, Shameless FC is usually closed, but we're gonna do a Q&A on there very soon. So when we do that, I'll throw you over the link for it. For sure. Naval Nation says, "Oh yeah, I see the 2006 Champions League on his head. Brilliant tattoo." Oh, no, I get it. This isn't okay. Yeah, that's a bit mad, but we move. Big up yourself, Naval Nation. Anyway, did we have any other super chats? Or no, we're all good. We're all good.
Did you see the
Are we
DM
really
from?
talking about the game yet?
Did you see the DM from Jester? He told you to look at the DM.
Yeah, that was Grimes one. She did a post on the Saudi media potential takeover. What is this?
Yeah.
I think it's just an overview of the background of
what I
how
like about
Korea-
that Saudis. It's a media thing. They own a lot of TV rights. That could be one of the positive to PL because they will spread PL in Middle East more because they had problems with Newcastle because of illegal streaming. Remember the BN?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The BN Sport was had problem with EPL because they were streaming illegally. So what happens is if apparently I heard somebody on Twitter, don't quote me, but that's what I heard. That this is media group. We have a bunch of channels in the Middle East that are actually proper channels for free. And if they can get it, and that's what PL looking for is to spread the EPL around the world. That's like it's basically for EPL range of business what they want. That's what I understood. The what?
That basically helps in the Premier League. Then basically.
Yeah. That's what I understood. But I don't quote me because I heard it on the space. I don't know if it's right or not. People are gonna say you waffling again. Like,
nah.
Yeah, I think I heard something.
Everyone's saying Ben Jacobs. I've seen that as well. They're confirming the Saudi
like
media
that
group has made a 2.7 billion bid to buy Chelsea.
Did you heard something like that?
Yeah, I heard something similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah, about the TV thing. That's what.
Yeah, about them taking over a media sponsorship over 3, and like using their like media partners instead. And like that can insert a lot of money into the club because that's what City did, right?
Yeah,
because because they can give us a 60 million a year partnership. And who says
that's what I'm saying. Because you cannot give you cannot sponsor more money that your company value.
Yeah,
exactly. And by buying Chelsea at this valuation, they can give a 60 million a year sponsorship deal, which you know what I mean. Now you're getting 120 a year from Nike and them. Like they can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? So it's an opportunity to insert a lot of money into the club.
Another thing, if you really think about it, the new owner buys the club debt free.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's the club
that's the mad crazy money.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Arsenal and other clubs that's gonna hit us more.
Well, you already see they threatened Andrew with the
Listen, hold on. Every club is gonna hit us more. You know, something like this happened with Manchester City, right? Because they were taken over twice.
Yeah,
the first time they were taken over. That was that was when Robinho and all those guys came in. They were excited.
Yeah,
and they kind of flopped, and we were like, "Yes, it's over for them," and it wasn't. They bought even richer owners. And went to a different level.
Daniel, man, don't worry, man.
For us, it's happening in a more elongated way and more painful way for our rivals.
Man, you love it, innit? You don't care.
Oh yeah, it's going to be more painful for rivals because it's like, oh, he's been there for 21 years. It must be over. Oh, well, it's not.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If it is that, then I'm telling you right now that they will. If they're all about PR, they will go. For
Alex, question from a Chelsea perspective.
I agree.
Because of the government stopping it, will like Roman be lucky to sell Chelsea for like 1 billion because 3 billion was the initial sell, or
no, they don't know. They're selling it for nearly 3 billion, or just.
They just official new bet was 2.7 billion.
It's near enough.
Today it was 2.7 billion pounds. Was today official bid from Saudi.
What if Todd Bowley goes higher?
Oh.
Yeah, well then he goes higher, isn't it? It's a bit more, isn't it? So,
and then what's happening? He gets
They said
outbid
that
again.
the government will choose the buyer.
No, that means he must have.
That's
he
the
must have a
that's the
ridiculous
confusing
backing
part.
as well.
Hold on. I answered Nano, right?
Yeah.
Your name is Nano.
Yeah.
That's the questionable part. I don't think government can deny the bid. That's the biggest misinformation. Who can accept a bid and who cannot? People saying that it's a government who's accepting a bid. I still think Roman has a part in it. I still think Roman has something in it.
The Rain Group accepted.
The Rain Group, yeah.
Technically, you can still keep
it's
it.
all
like,
about all they care about is transparency.
Transfer
with
money,
yeah.
yeah. Because
Where does that
apparently
money go?
the reason why they put the sanctions without waiting for, because they put a sanction because they are afraid they don't know where the money gonna go. That's what I understood.
They couldn't control it. They couldn't control it. That's the point.
They just want to be. They don't want to be the cells.
The British government just don't want to be left out. They just nosy and doesn't like Chelsea. Long story short.
They don't want to. They don't want to look. Do you know how horrible it looks if we sold Chelsea to Roman? No.
What does that mean? Red, white, and koi. Is it Jester?
It's Jester.
Yeah, it's Jester. It's all about. It's all about PR, right?
What does that mean? What the message is? Chair of the board.
I think he's this guy. This guy is apparently the Chelsea fan. The name on it.
Yeah.
And that's the guy. I think it's the guy.
Season tickets holder.
Yeah. Season ticket.
Is that with the kids that Chelsea fan?
Wait, so Jester, are you saying we won't be able to exploit like his media company because it's like a conflict of interest?
I think I read something. There was an issue there.
Oh, Nazar's tweeted now. What's he saying?
See, Nazar's doubled down on Saudi, so Nazar's risking.
He's being briefed, obviously.
Yeah, he's really doubling down on it, which means obviously he's being briefed. So you should take what he says pretty seriously. Yeah. So,
like the thing is this: we know nothing of what the Rain Group are thinking of, which buyers are ahead or anything like that. All we know.
Nazar, what's wrong with Nazar? Fake? He's not a good source.
All we know is like
no. He's being.
All we know is the PR from the two major groups that won it, which is Bowley and Matt Law and Nazar and the Saudis.
Yeah.
So does the Rain Group get any nod from Roman as to who should accept, or it just solely relies upon Rain Group?
I mean, he probably has certain parameters.
Technically, Technically, they shouldn't, but we all know that.
Lewis, bring Jester and he'll explain.
Oh, DM the link. All right, cool. 1 second. Yes, we got Jesters in here.
Yes.
Yeah, so Jester can give us more information.
It's all mad.
Please,
I was thinking that would be a massive like sponsorship boost for us if they could like manipulate that in some way, because that's really what City did. They got
yeah. That's exactly
from,
what
City did. A subsidiary company that they owned in some way. So it's like, why can't we do that?
Exactly. There's no rules against it. So
they can do is one thing, and in a couple of months they can get another owner. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you're buying it now, then you could get another owner, sell partial Chelsea stakes, and all of a sudden we'll have two oil companies owners like City. You know what I'm saying? Or resell it.
So,
hey, Jester, let Jester explain.
Welcome, Uncle Jester.
So, Jester, are we getting the media money or not?
So, I think there's a big confusion from what they're reporting last week and what what's actually going on. Because everybody's saying the Saudi media group. Well, there is a Saudi media group, but I don't know if it's the one that I've been researching. This article says that it's a Saudi media group, and it's a fairly new one that he's been just appointed the chairman of the board of. So that's why I said read the article. Follow H Grimes, by the way. At ES Grimes, she's very, very good on transfers. But from what I understand, that this is probably a. Remember last week we were talking about this guy being backed by an advisor to the royal crown, the prince of Saudi Arabia, and then there was a Saudi media group. So I think this guy. I think there's a little bit of confusion, mostly because journalists just want to get the information out there for clicks. They don't want to do the background research on it. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in now. Everybody's just gonna throw stuff out there without doing the research. So the article is very short.
Uncle Ken Bates back, man.
Well, one sec. Jester's gone.
The article is very, very short, and I think that this. Look, I brought up billionaires. Which countries had the most billionaires in the world yesterday? Saudi Arabia aren't even in the top 20. Okay. So, or top 10. So, the smaller your country is, and the least amount of billionaires you have in that country, eventually you have to have some connections to the government, right? Especially when you live in a country that has a monarchy, because they control every facet of that country to some extent. The monarchy is always involved in some way. So when I looked at the Saudi media group last night, I was told that the Saudi government owns 60% stake in that group. The only thing I could find was there's two different funds that together own 60%. So what I think is going on is it's a shell game, right? Everybody know what a shell game is? You have to find the marble underneath the shells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
3-card Monty or whatever you want to call it. So if you look into any of these groups, they've tried very, very hard to mitigate their connections with the government, because they want to be seen as a free and viable entity and not just a mouthpiece for the government, right? If you're a media group and you're a mouthpiece for the government, you're just propaganda. You're not media. So the two funds in the Saudi media group, I'm guessing if you went and looked into those funds, somewhere down the line, it does get back to the Saudi government, because that's the way the country is run. So I think that they're far enough removed through a shell corporation and funds that you can't directly get back to the Saudi government. And that's why I think that ultimately the bid from this gentleman will be accepted, because you can't get direct links to any government. So if their deed put a $2.7 billion bid in, then it's most likely going to be the one that's going to be accepted, because and so, like I said, this guy.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So what you're saying is basically the way they made that shell company, that media group, is to show that they're not connected to the Saudi family.
Well, I think that overall in media, they want to have a wider range, and again, if you're like Pravda or something like that, you remember Pravda? That was not news.
Yeah. Well, it's news, but it was local news. It's domestic news, but it's not in the net.
But when the Soviet Union had their news organization,
that
was not news. That was propaganda. That's what I'm saying. If you were removed from
it's
the
like
government,
Fox and CNN, Democrat and Republicans. You can link one to another.
There you go. So I think that if you can't paint direct lines like you can from Newcastle, the Newcastle ownership had a crown prince involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
As this is different. This is a private citizen as part of a media group. And maybe once you go back and you look underneath it, he doesn't have the money, right? He doesn't have the money I think he's worth about $2.7 billion, this guy, from what I understand. So there's other people involved in this bid. And I remember last week we had, the one article that was taken down for the advisor. Again, we went over that. But like I said, it's very, you have to jump through hoops to find out who's actually involved in everything. Because
Matt Law just posted the tweet.
Yeah, it's not close. You won't
What's
have
he
any
say?
direct links to the Saudi government at all. Not to say
Yeah.
that they aren't there, but they're not prevalent enough to cause a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Do you remember when I was saying that everything about money needs to be shown? That's the reason. My largest point. What government restrictions to Chelsea to be sold, and I'm reading from it. Chelsea bidders told to show us the money. Club needs to show trouble-free sale. Bidders must provide legal guarantees of funds. Chelsea open books to bidders. Candy plans to bid face race against time. The biggest thing is it needs to be shown. The transfer must go show by SWIFT, which is Russia is banned from. That's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? Russia with sanctions with SWIFT, which is showed the money trail. That's how they can get Abramovich money. Because if he will use not something by SWIFT, they cannot track that money. So as long as the sale go through the SWIFT system, they can track the money. That's what they want. And I knew there was going to be something that they wanna. They just don't want that money to go back to Roman. That's what they want.
Yeah,
and I can see that. But what you're saying is exactly it's a link. It's the distance between the government. What the new group wants to show.
So I would, if you're going to talk about the person investing or making this bid, I would stop saying the Saudi media group, because apparently there's several Saudi media groups, not just one. And just if he can name this guy directly, and when you talk about his bid, even though I probably would never be able to pronounce his name correctly without butchering it, but I think it's between him and probably one or two others as far as big enough bids to be accepted, having the finances to redevelop Stamford Bridge. I think that's basically where you're at right now. Is it's going to be two or three, and it's not individuals, it's consortiums. Even this gentleman's a consortium. He doesn't have the funds by himself to buy this. I think he's worth about $2.7 billion total.
Just individually, okay. But as a group, that's where you see most of the riches from, which is fine by me anyway. But got that Chelsea Blue. Switch the background off, please.
Yeah, it's one of those things that there's very few people, billionaires in the world, that actually can afford.
Bro, you're playing the stream in the background. It keeps echoing. You gotta switch it off, bro. Go on, Jesters.
So there's very few billionaires in the world that can invest by themselves and afford a $3 billion, because most billionaires don't have that type of money
cash
laying around. They have to sell off assets to come up with the money, or they have to take a loan against those assets to have the money, like the Glazers did, like the Cronkies did. But with their investors, with the consortium probably having, close to 20 billion or more in it total, they would probably be able to have the cash on hand, or at least be able to get it fairly quickly to make the purchase.
Go ahead, and that's not nice, man. What the fuck is that, man? I'm not gonna read that.
What did he even say?
Timo.
I'm not gonna read that.
Timo.
Oh shit. That's a bit mad. That's a bit mad.
Yeah, you again.
You know what? Go ahead and put, but I don't say that out loud.
I will leave that. We'll leave that.
Yeah, let's leave that. Yeah.
Timo.
As one of the Americans on the stream, I don't hold other people responsible for the crimes other people do. That you can't condemn a whole country for what some people do.
It's about intelligence. There's a lot of people who aren't intelligent like that, and we'll just group people together.
So,
which is sad, but it's also the world that we live in. Is what it is.
Absolutely. So that's my take. I read the article. Like I said, if it's all legit and above board, the way they're like I said, I can't find very much more on them. I dug as deep as I could. But that's it. That's possibly our new owners. I think that the Bowley Group will probably be also. I think they're around 2.5 billion, or a little bit less than that. I think that's what the numbers I've heard on that. So, and as far as who decides, Roman might have a cursory say, yes or no, but I think that, you know, the government's going to want to have approval as well.
So, Jester, why is the British? It seems like the British people is pushing for an American owner, but the Chelsea fans want not just an American owner, but someone who loves the club.
Opposite. That's nobody wants Americans. I think you got it wrong.
No, I said the UK government or the UK people most likely they want our American owner, but we the Chelsea fans don't really want an American owner.
I think you just misheard something. Did you hear me reading the regulations by Met Law? What Chelsea must do to do the sale?
Yeah, but I think I know what he's talking about. Because the government's going to have a hand in it, they don't want to seem to have approved
if
somebody.
the government want to seize something from Chelsea, they can seize Lukaku. He's a big asset, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can have him. You can have that asset.
Right. So just to answer this
You want the
question
government
is
to have him, right?
Since the government
to have him, right?
since the government is going to be involved in who's the next owner, we don't know how much, but they are going to be involved. They don't want to seem to have approved somebody that could be problematic in the future, right? Because you just put your stamp of approval on somebody, and it's least you're going to least likely have that issue come up with an American owner over somebody.
I've seen
from
on
the Middle East.
TalkSport, on my phone, like Simon Jordan saying Roman is a disgrace to the Prem and so forth, and his this that. What's your thoughts on Simon Jordan saying that?
Media's all waffle merchants.
Simon Jordan,
but in general,
Crystal Palace
what's
in the administration, he's a prat.
Is he one of
Exactly.
them? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, but we don't listen to them. They're all too busy trying to make this fan base shook. I don't care. They can say whatever they want. Like I couldn't give a shit what they say.
Simon
honestly.
Jordan's a wallad anyway, man.
Yeah,
They all are. They all are.
Look, he's still butthurt because he wasn't rich enough to do anything with Crystal Palace other than put him into administration. So it is, somebody came in with a bigger dick than him, and he got left out with a small penis. So
what are these Saudis' names?
Yeah.
Look to buy the club.
Man took Palace to liquidation, fam.
Yes, Mohammed. I cannot do it. I cannot say his last name properly. So.
By the way, if people wants to know what government can do, what government requirements, read the last what Mel Lost said. That's what the government or requirements to sell Chelsea, but they're not in the how you say it. They're not controlling. They require. That's what they hope for. Requirements.
Hold on, we got another one 15 minutes ago. That it looks like the bid's been accepted. And this is by Ben Jacobs from CBS Sports Galazzo.
Well, a recent tweet.
15 minutes ago. Well, somebody retweeted it, but...
Well, can you retweet it so I can see it? I don't follow CBS Sports.
Well, I don't either. Yeah, I'll retweet it, though. It's retweeted. And it's from...
Ben Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs. He's from...
Wait, they said it's been accepted.
Yep.
Yeah, no, retweet that because I can't see it.
I did retweet it. It's not direct tweet from him.
Yeah, it's not direct. The UK government have accepted the Saudi media offer. Shit. Wait, but I didn't see that on his account.
Wait, let me see.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I went back to his account. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, I went to. Yeah, it's CBS Sports Galazzo guy.
Yeah, Mohammed Al-Khariji.
I want to believe that, but I'm not seeing anything from his page.
Yeah,
From
this
who?
guy just disregard it. He took. I can confirm. Saudi Media Group have made a 2.7 billion, 3.5 billion dollars offer to buy Chelsea. Mohammed Al-Khariji. I'm going to go with that if it's wrong.
Say that again. Mohammed Kyle what?
Hey, I'm sorry. You know, you can laugh all you want to. I'm just trying to.
No, just I just find it funny. Nothing else.
Is a Chelsea fan and leading a private consortium,
Bro.
no direct government links.
Bro, Lewis, yeah, if my man buys you lot, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Allow your dad to
It's
talk, man. Move
it's a
on.
shame, man. It's a shame, but you can always do a Giroud and turn to the light side.
Yeah, why
Bro,
not?
relax, bro.
You're already on the
Relax
stream.
yourself, bro.
Lewis will welcome him, right, Lewis?
Come on, man. Open arms.
Something, Brad.
We are accepting new applications.
What are we baptizing people to Chelsea?
Hey,
Is it not a good thing?
Yeah.
Is this what the stream's about?
Bro,
right, man. Hallelujah.
Well, it's all about everything.
You're now a Chelsea fan.
Blood. That's me, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Say Bismillah, and that's it.
Is that what we're doing?
Boy.
Spiritu Santi.
Relax. Relax yourselves, yeah.
Put them on Chelsea, blue water, and they come out as a blue.
Just like real talk, yeah. Do you think Chelsea would improve if that fella buys you guys?
Yeah. Wow. It won't be much different, I don't think, because literally we're still winning trophies, and under that type of owner, he just throwing money. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. What was the question again? Sorry.
Do you think Chelsea improve if he buys us?
If that fella buys you?
Yeah, I think it will either stay the same or we'll go up another level. Look, Roman had been. I know that this is not popular, but Roman had kind of been put out over the last few years and wasn't really that interested in Chelsea. That's why Marina's been basically running it, because he couldn't even come into the country.
Wait, Lewis, yeah, you said I can join back here. Why not bring back Uncle Ken, man? He will save Chelsea.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Somebody, he's the reason for the pitch owners. So
look, somebody just tweeted. Basically, Metla said that basically
respect Uncle Ken, man.
The Chelsea provided the latest wage bill book to the new to the bidders, so kind of clear them out, the ones that doesn't understand how massive that is. You know, buying a Chelsea, it's one thing, but another thing is to continue to run Chelsea.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the latest, that's what Metla posted about make sure that the Chelsea is showing everything. So the ones that the bidders then think that they can buy a club and it's just gonna run on itself, it's a little different. So the latest open books show how much Chelsea spend on the wages to make sure that they clear the unwanted people that to bid. That's what I understood from it.
Yeah, well, yeah. The tweet is any individual or group who cannot offer legal guarantees will be dismissed from the process, and copies of bank statements will not be enough, and that's via Met Law.
I was going to say with you know, the new owners and everything, I don't think it'd be much better in Roman anyway, because with Roman, he still won 21 trophies in 19 years.
Like, do you find that hypocritical that the British media is not getting onto Newcastle owners because like their countrymen are like bombing Yemen people and so forth? Do you think that's hypocritical?
I think almost everything is hypocritical
the world
nowadays.
Is hypocritical.
It's look, the fact of the matter is they're not going to say anything right now because Boris Johnson is going there to try to get more oil to get off the Russian oil. Again, everything is great as long as they still need the oil from that region.
Yeah. Who's the second highest? Who's the second highest military spending to Saudis? Google it. You will see UK right after US.
So it's one of those things that it's right now they're allies of both my country and the UK.
Yeah.
So
like Lewis, bro, I gotta tell something to the panel, yeah. I could have supported Spurs or United because my brother lives in Tottenham. And my dad is a United fan, innit? And my mom, boy, she made me support Arsenal, innit? And yo, she was pulling my ears, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Cap,
you still picked the wrong decision. But big up Nizar.
Oh, bear with his life story. Hold that L.
I know.
Yeah, it is on that
What is
front.
it? The Chelsea is a therapy channel or something? It's not.
Hold that. You chose Arsenal, and that's on you.
Hold that, bro.
One sec, guys. Dinishan says Arsenal fans will call us Petrol FC now.
I know,
Let's go.
holding
Arsenal
it,
fans,
man.
every rival fan can keep crying if we come back stronger. It's all mad. Goyam also says breaking news for Arteta just
Daniel,
completed
man, I know, man. I'm
23 and
assuming
me.
it. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, bro, way up. For Arteta just completed 23 and me DNA testing last week. He has confirmed 0.0002% Arabic. Hashtag Arsenal oil lube incoming. Oil lube. What the fuck, man? Big up yourself anyway. Let's go. What was Nizar saying? So he said, I'm not sure, but this isn't a bidding war like a transfer market. Buyers are having to pitch added value on what they can bring to Chelsea. It's good news for fans who are pushing for a golden share place on the board or for a new stadium to be built. So it looks like it's not just being given to any old owner. It's going to be given to an owner that actually has a plan to build Chelsea up and to not actually just leave us in the mud when they've signed the club at the very least. So we could be in very positive hands regardless of where it goes to. But again, we do just have to wait and see. We do have to wait and see.
And FYI on this tweet or the super chat, if you're a Spanish or Portuguese, most likely you do have some Arabic in you, or some from that region, because the Moors conquered Portugal and Spain way back then. So. So that's actually historically correct.
Every Russian has a Tatar in him because when Tatar Empire went through whole Russia, everybody has a little Tatar in it.
Marvel says Chelsea, we got even richer.
Alex,
again,
Alex,
mad. This turnaround's ridiculous.
Bro, like real talk, how did you support Chelsea? It's kind of strange, man. Because like you said that I had a stream that you said that you started supporting Chelsea since '96 or something.
98.
98. Wow. That's strange.
It's because it's the stadium that I first went in.
Even before, man, you support Chelsea, man. Wow.
There's a lot of people that support Chelsea before Roman. You just
I was one of them because my player was Tori Andre Flo.
With a team of girls, innit? Because like Chelsea's a girly name, fam. Do you know what I mean?
What? You know. I can't be bothered. Right, change the subject because we keep going off topic. Keep it on topic. Let's see what else. What else is there? We'll stay on for a little bit longer. Going to keep getting updates. Zarkin Seller hasn't added anything more on it. Let's see what Absolute Chelsea says.
Well, we've got the Times saying a consortium fronted by American billionaire Todd Bowley and the British property tycoon Jonathan Goldstein has emerged as the leading contender to buy Chelsea. And that's from the Times UK.
Who? Jonathan Goldstein? Who?
Yeah, he's the guy that they said was an Tottenham fan.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, no, we're good. Just to see fucking Reece James and Mount go to Spurs.
But man, that's from the Times. I don't know how good they are.
Chelsea are also pressing to try and get tickets available to fans. I think that's going to take a few weeks to sort out. So I don't know how long that's going to be, but we have to be patient on that front. It will be weird if we are actually going to go for a few games of only season ticket holders and away scheme holders. We'll have to wait and see on that front. But if that's the case, there's no away fans at Stamford Bridge either. So we can turn it into a bit of a fortress. But again, it's all about a waiting game on that front. Friday's looking like it's going to be the deadline, which to be honest, I thought was going to be a few weeks, but suddenly things have accelerated. So we're in for a very big week for Chelsea Football Club, a massive week. Have to wait and see on the final move, but yo, guys, things are looking positive. Things are actually looking positive for the first time in a while. Yeah,
isn't it?
I'm just waiting for us to get richer.
Lewis, thoughts on Discord? Jorginho. He said, "We believe until the end, and that's our group. We keep focused, work hard, and push until the end." That's what man
That's just a
said.
standard thing. Yeah, that's a standard thing to say, though.
Yeah,
PR, man,
standard.
PR.
Not even PR. Just it's
Nah,
a quote.
yeah.
Really, there's not really too
Yeah.
much to take out of it. So it's not.
It's like
It's not
Lukaku.
really that deep. Is there anything else on this? Nick Candy's still planning to make an offer before the deadline. He's been approached by a number of investors keen to partner with him, and that there will be no shortage of capital from which he would make a bid. Matt Law was also saying, I saw like a big bullet points article. Chelsea bidders told to show money. They need a swift, trouble-free sale. Bidders must provide legal guarantees of funds. Chelsea are opening the books to the bidders, but there's a race against time. Again, like there's going to be a lot that we're going to be hearing in the next 4 days. So here's the best place to come for all relatable news regarding the Chelsea takeover. Again, smash the like and subscribe button as well. We'll be here again tomorrow, probably previewing all of this and also previewing the Chelsea-Lille game. That's on a Thursday, isn't it? That's on a Wednesday, isn't it?
Wednesday, Wednesday, I'm very certain.
Yeah, Wednesday.
All right, cool. Oh, Johnny's in the chat as well. Big up yourself, bro. Have a great day for the Chelsea. Don't know how much longer we're going to go on for, because I don't think there's going to be any more updates as of right now.
I saw something that your club posted, didn't it? It says we are pressing the government to allow our supporters to have access to tickets. Meetings are taking place daily in a search of a resolution, innit?
Yeah, we're trying to sort out this thing with the government so we can sell tickets to fans, which I still think is a lot of bullshit.
To Middlesbrough away to the Riverside, didn't it? Right?
Yeah, that's on Saturday, but it's only going to
Saturday.
be away scheme fans that are there, so it's only going to be a few hundred.
Your club posted something, bro. Your club.
No, but actually, no. There's going to be Chelsea fans in the home end. There's a few
this
Chelsea
is what
fans in
your
the
club
home end.
posted on IG, man.
Fucking hell, that's bright. Put it down. Shit.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Let me read
Jesus.
this. It's saying, in addition, the Premier League and FA are discussing with the government the sporting integrity issues raised if they do not permit fans to attend. We are aware of the high level of frustration our supporters are facing over this issue. Blah blah blah. We are doing everything we can to resolve it as soon as possible. Supporters want
we don't know how long it's going to take to sort that, but I do think we're going to be in a position where fans will be allowed back into games soon. We just don't really know how soon it's going to be before we get to that point. So I don't really know, to be honest.
Site, innit? It's in the club's IG, innit? It's in your club's
Yeah,
IG.
no, I've seen it. We were speaking about like 20 minutes ago.
According to the Times, it's the Bowley group's ahead, and that's according to the Times.
We can't get this excited about Saudi, and then all of a sudden the Americans come.
Head of the Saudis. Well, is what it is. Todd's one.
That's what the article says. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
He's still one of the positives, though. So
yeah,
I'd rather him than the Swift
Lewis,
investment
and as
group.
well, do me a big favor, man. And always and I heard that you loved the Logan Joe thing and the Kivumbi King song I sent you on IG. Love that you're subbing to them, making random rap stronger. Thanks, bro. And
no worries, bro. But again, let's keep this on topic, bro, because we keep going off topic. All right, cool. Let me see what else is going on in here. Yeah, I've literally just seen the thing you were saying now. Absolute Chelsea's just tweeted that the consortium fronted by Todd Bahili and Jonathan Goldstein has emerged as a leading contender to buy Chelsea. The Bahili-Wiss-Goldstein group is now viewed as the most viable option, both by the Rain Group and the government insiders who believe the consortium has the financial resources and the expertise to get a deal done quickly. Okay, so it's also going to be about who can get it done as soon as possible, which is a bit jarring because I do want to see how far we can push the Saudi thing, but again, it all depends on the ambition of the owners. Like, as long as they have an ambition to keep us competitive and fighting for trophies, I really don't mind. As long as we don't get a Kroenke, that's the only difference.
Yeah,
but we can't. Kroenke already owned by something. So
someone like him.
Oh,
so yeah, it's The reason that they're probably easy, it's going to be faster for them to get it done is because the money's probably more. Pick the right word here. It's more transparent or easier to get.
Feasible.
Easier to track where the money's coming from.
Yeah, audit
out of the states because of the relationship.
Yep.
It's what?
So I would say
Someone was taking me out of the stream, fam.
That must have been a connection issue. I don't know what happened, bro. That is what it is. Jesters, what were you saying, bro? Let's keep going.
I just think the reason that the Bowley one would be easier to get
Chris,
done.
take care, bro.
Is because of the connection between the two countries, the UK and America, and the banking systems and everything. So it'd probably be easier. It's more transparent. Like I said, it's the least risky option, right? If the government's going to stamp it, then they have to own whoever the new owners are, whatever might come in the future. The reason they don't have that same problem with Newcastle is because a court awarded them the ownership. So the courts have to hold that, not the government.
Yes, I'm guessing that's what would take it so long for us if we were to try and get that situation done. Yeah, like we're more speculating at this point. We know what the situation is going to be, at least for today. Tomorrow we might have a different scope of things, but again, just for today, this is the situation that we're in at the very least.
Hey,
right. Anyone got any other thoughts?
People
go on, Alex.
Yeah, people. What I like about is people were saying, like, especially Arsenal fans saying, like, why do Chelsea fans think that Chelsea will be sold that quickly? Because it's more important for them to get the company, to get Chelsea in the mud and then buy it,
right.
by a little money. People are fighting for Chelsea, man. That's all it is, man. Mad, but it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who. I literally don't care if it's Bailey or I don't even gonna pretend I'm gonna say the guy's name. So for me, really doesn't matter which one's buying it, as long as it's somebody that actually cares. And I think Roman will do everything he can for Chelsea to be successful. That's it.
Facts.
Oh, thank you. I was waiting for your approval.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, I'm going to do one final sweep for any news, and then we'll probably wrap up the stream here. Still the same stuff about Bahili. Yeah, nothing too deep. Nothing too deep right now.
Wow, Nini apologized.
He did he had to be honest. He had to. That was a wild ass statement. Why are fans so sad about Abramovich leaving? Like Nini's still my guy and everything, but that was a crazy statement. So at least he acknowledged that. Either drunk or he just didn't really know what he was saying. But mistakes happen, and he apologized for it. So
he's a respectable guy.
100%. Yeah, it is what it is on that front. We will. Yeah, fuck it. We'll wrap up the stream here. Big up everyone that's locked in. Has been a massive stream. Smash the like and subscribe button. We will leave you, as always, with the Danish Maldini. And take care. Like and subscribe. And as always,
Hella minerals.
Big up, bro.